What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today we're talking about some Phase 2 leaks. It's mostly regarding the PvP event in Stranglethorn Vale, and also talking a little bit more about how to level in Phase 2, what you can do in Phase 2, how to make some gold in Phase 2, and just everything about Phase 2. It's mostly regarding the PvP event as I just said, but according to the leak you can level up by doing the event, and it's a way for people to still level up even if they have done a lot of quests beforehand in Phase 1 for gold, for example. So when you get to level 30 and you start doing the event, you can still get a lot of experience and gold without doing regular quests. And we'll talk about how in this video react to the leak. It's been about 1 day now, so we have gotten several points of views, and people have been talking about the leak, saying if it's real or fake, and just coming up with their own opinions about this. So let's take a look at the leak, and I'll give you my opinions right here as we go through. This is everything. It's a little bit bad quality. I will be reading out the entire thing. It's basically a Discord leak. The way it looks, it's like a Discord message. Could be on like the official Blizzard Discord, could be on the content creator Discord, don't really know, but it's a Discord leak. Could even be a direct message, right? And someone has taken a picture of their screen rather than taking a screenshot, which is always very interesting to me. But either way, there's a new Addon tribe reputation with unique rewards, and that kind of makes sense if you ask me, because I don't think the Arathi Highlands or the Arathi Basin reward, the reputation would be tied to this event at all, because once again it's in Stranglethorn Vale. For Phase 1 it did make sense that the raid, or that doing Ashenvale gave you Warzone Gulch reputation because it's in the same zone, and Warzone Gulch, like those reputation dudes, they're in Ashenvale, so it really makes sense. But for Phase 2, it makes sense to have a brand new reputation, and Addon tribe also makes sense. It's like a troll thing, right? So that will be really cool for the event itself. We also have we've also seen that it's a blood moon, so there has to be something about blood in the event, or like something triggering a blood moon, if that makes sense. So we have this. It's a brand new reputation with unique rewards, and let's talk about how to get rewards. Honorable kills cover you in blood, and a counter on your character increases like Makora ears. The enemy faction corpses drop vials of blood. Hand in this blood for reputation with the Addon tribe and experience until level 40, and then you get gold. So it's basically like a repeatable hand-in quest that you can do, and then it's like a daily, but not a daily. It's a repeatable quest where you get gold or experience. So you get experience until level 40, and then at level 40 the experience is then converted to gold. That is basically how the experience to gold thing works, by the way. That's why we're getting gold at level 25. They haven't increased the gold from quests at 25. It's just the way World of Warcraft worked. If you play beta back in the days, or any like PTRs, when you are at level cap and you're doing a quest, the experience that you would normally get is now converted to raw gold instead. So at level 25 we're getting gold because the experience from the quest is converted to gold, and the same thing happens in Phase 2 at level 40. The experience is converted to gold. So by killing people in Stranglethorn Vale and looting their blood, you can hand that in for experience, which means technically you could level up this way, if the leak is real, of course. I'm just talking about it as if it is right now. So you could do Stranglethorn Vale, PvP your way to level 40, save all of the regular quests for level 40, and then do those for gold. Alternatively, you can also do the event, get lots of honorable kills, farm PvP, and get gold by farming PvP. Like, that's really interesting. And it's also interesting how this will work. Like, can it be in a 40-man raid and everyone gets a vial, or is it only the one who gets like the killing blow? Or is it like based on the party? So if one person in your party gets a killing blow, maybe the entire 5-man party gets a vial of blood, but not like all 40 people. I don't really know. It could be interesting. Now we have the Blood Moon. So PvP honor kills count towards the Blood Moon event ticker. Blood Moon event triggers when X amount of PvP only kills have occurred. I'm guessing 1,000 or something. PvE world bosses spawn, and factions have to battle over who gets the kills, similar to Ashuragos and Cassock at various areas / troll encampments throughout Stranglethorn Vale. Let me see here. The spawn points are not marked, but will have a number of random locations to prevent mass camping in fixed spawn points. That actually sounds really great. Like, I'm hoping it's real by now. I'm hoping most of it's real. I don't really know about PvP for gold, like to get a gold from that. It depends on how much you get, alright? But that sounds really interesting. Blood Moon spawning bosses, and those bosses giving unique rewards like gear and such. Maybe even drop like blood, like boss blood I don't know what to call it, but like a higher tier of blood that you can then hand in for even more experience and more gold as well. So regular PvP kills give you like, what, 200 experience, but the boss kill gives you 20,000. Well, that's too much, but like 2,500 or something, just making it really lucrative to kill those bosses, and also making them drop some loot, right, some gear or something, could be really interesting. Now, when all sub-bosses are dead, an end boss will spawn at the Guribashi Arena, yes! That would be so cool. I've been saying this for like a long time now, that I'm hoping when we get Phase 2, the PvP event is in Stranglethorn Vale, that it somehow ties into the arena, because the arena is already a massive PvP place, so incorporating that in some degree in Phase 2 would be so much fun, dude. The Guribashi Arena skirmish, free for all, is disabled until the end boss dies. When the end boss dies, skirmish free for all is re-enabled, and all boss kills grants 200 rep each. Okay, when a faction kills the end boss, the Blood Moon will then end, and all players of the winning faction within Stranglethorn Vale, oh, okay, so like zone-wide, the way it worked in Ashen Vale, gain 500 rep and a zone-wide buff, Gaze of the Blood God, which grants a 5% increase and 20%, a 5% damage increase, and a 20% run speed aura for 1 hour that persists on death, similar to the Plague Land Towers. This one only works in Stranglethorn Vale and is reset when the next Blood Moon begins. Ooh, okay. So that means there can only be 1 Blood Moon per hour, but I'm also hoping it has a longer timer than that, because having Blood Moons every single hour sounds a little bit excessive, and you'll be living in Stranglethorn Vale, so I'm hoping it's similar to Ashen Vale, where it's about every 3 hours-ish. That would be great, like every 3 hours, instead of every single hour. Other than that, it looks really, really cool. I'm kind of hoping the world buff works that way. So like, it's only in the Stranglethorn Vale, not inside the raid, and I'm hoping they take away the boon from Black Fathom and give us a boon in Normer, because going back and doing BFD at level 14 just for that world buff is gonna be such a chore, man, and you know people really want to do it because that world buff is kind of massive. It also scales, like much of it is at a percentage increase, giving you X amount of hit, X amount of crit, all of that stuff. So if you're raiding, you definitely want to have that world buff. I'm hoping they take that away in Phase 2 and give us like the similar thing, but like Boon of Nomer again or whatever from Nomer. That way we don't have to go back and do BFD. Now, what are my thoughts on the leak itself? Well, the leak itself does sound very believable if you ask me. The only thing that makes me not believe the leak, kind of, is the fact that it's a mobile phone screenshot from a Discord message. Like, I never trust Discord messages when it comes to leaks, so I don't really know what to say there, but every, like, content in the leak, I can see that happening. Like, if I just pull this back up, like, everything that was said here, I can believe this happening to a certain degree. So, it's just like, I don't really believe the way it's made. It looks like a fake Discord message or something, someone trying to stir up, but either way, it's very believable. It could just be fanfiction and someone who's trying to theorycraft what's coming in Phase 2 based on the information we know. It's kind of easy to, like, you have Blood Moon, PvP in Stranglethorn Vale, and then make something based on that. We had a discussion about this on a stream where I was guessing that for every single kill you make in Stranglethorn, you get something called a blood coin, and then you can hand in those blood coins to an NPC in Stranglethorn Vale and get experience or reputation, right? Which then gets converted to gold at level 40 as well. So it kind of just makes sense. You can pull some very easy, you can make some very easy guesses here, right, on how the event will work. Now, do we have any idea? Not really, but it's the first leak that I've seen for Phase 2, and it was bound to happen eventually. So my final thoughts are, is the leak real? Most likely not, but is it believable? Yes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That's pretty much what I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. We're all on the Phase 2 waiting train right now, Copium train, whatever. We're waiting for Phase 2, and we're waiting on more information as well. I can't wait to see how the raid will work, the loot from the raid, how the PvP event will work as well, plus all the leveling stuff, and most of all, the class runes. I really want to see the class runes and like what we have to work with. Either way, that's the video for today. Leave a like, leave a sub. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Peace out.